Welcome back to BarrelNGrain. Tonight we got a little controversial bottle called Blantons, except we're actually not reviewing this one tonight. We're reviewing this what's in my glass. So stick around and find out what I got in my glass, and we're going to review it. Alright, so tonight what I have in my glass is Blantons. But this is Blantons Black Label. So this is a Japanese export only. The big difference between the Japanese version and your standard Cannonball Blantons is this one here comes in at 40%. So this is actually a lighter whiskey. The normal comes in at 46.5. Pretty much all of these except for the straight for barrel and the gold are 46.5. This is your standard, which you find in America a lot of people hunt for and beg to have, spend way too much money on. But anyway, Blantons, controversial or not, still a very exceptional bourbon. It was the first single barrel that came out in 1984, and basically holds its own weight if you get the right price for it. Plus, they also have pretty cool toppers. So tonight, let's see what we have in this Japanese version. So they have a green version, which is I've never actually seen in the United States. The black version I've never actually seen either. But somehow one of my co-workers, shout out to Doug, able to hook me up with a black bottle sample, and that's what we got here tonight. Overall, on the nose, which you still get a lot of the Blanton characteristics. You get the baking smell. So definitely the baking spices are there. There almost is a little bit of tobacco that you almost can smell. Overall, it's not very potent. It's a very light whiskey. Almost more of a lighter, what you would consider on the Irish side, that usually comes in around the 40%. Alright, let's see what we got on the palate. Oh wow. So on the palate, very easy to drink. You do get the bacon spice. There's not a lot of finish to it. My first thoughts of this would be this is something, that would actually probably be pretty decent in the summertime on a hot day where you'd like to have a drink but you don't want to sweat everything out. It does come off as a watered down version of Blantons if you're used to drinking the 46, and that's why I kind of have this here, and I'll kind of want to pour a little bit in there just to confirm, to see how much of a really difference this is. In the Japanese market, whiskey's a little bit on the lower side, which in a lot of other markets, you look at the Scotch, you look at the Irish, 40%, it's kind of normal over there, compared to where in America, everything's the 90 proof is kind of, the bar. There might be a little bit of a charred orange note there. Blantons usually has that cherry flavor, which all Buffalo Trace usually has this. I don't quite get a lot of that. I do get more of the bacon spice, a little of the tobacco. And it could be because the water at this point is now at 60% of the bottle is water. So, let's pour a little of this Blantons and see how it compares to the 80%. So this is coming in at 46.5, puts you at 90 proof, compared to where this is 80. So, on this nose, truthfully it's very similar. And this bottle, this bottle I've had for a little while. Figured it'd be a good one because it's been kind of open. It might be dulled down a little bit, especially due to the air in there, but I've only had it for a little less than a year. So overall, I don't think it's wear down too much. Yeah, same thing on this one. You do get the baking spice. It's all very similar to this. Let's see how it is on the palate. So right out the gate, I definitely get a heavier baking spice. This one here, even on the glasses, this one here does have very light legs, kind of you can see a little bit of the oil, but this one here you can see it's just slightly heavier on the glass when it comes to the oil and the viscosity. You can also see next to each other, well, I'm not sure how well you can see that from there, but the darkness is a little bit more on this side than it is this side. So even that extra 6.5 proof or 6.5% seems to be making a difference. So this really, sorry, it's coming at 93 proof, not 90. So, but nice good baked spice. A little bit of tobacco. Overall balanced, easy to drink. Here's the 80. You get the baking spice. The other stuff's got to the point where it's getting to the point where it's kind of watered down a lot. And that's the only thing I can really give to that is everything else seems exactly the same. The smell's quite similar. The taste is somewhat similar, but you can definitely tell the black label is watered down. So if you see the black label, you see the green label, they're both imports. Or sorry, not imports, but exports, and they get sent out to other countries. And those standards are a little bit lower in alcohol because those people, you know what I mean, they'll make like highballs, mixed drinks, stuff like that, and that's the way they like to drink their stuff. Or they're just, you know what I mean, they don't like the punch of alcohol, but they do like whiskey and they like the taste of it. So this is a very light body. It comes off that way, being the percentage. So I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. Not really my preference. But I wouldn't turn it down in a hot summer day because it is good. It does have the same baking spice, and you can't really go wrong with Blantons to begin with. As much as everybody wants to hate on it and say it is, they only hate on it because the price people charge for it. If you were charging the normal MSRP or even close to it, great bottle. But usually gets the hate just because they're so hard to find or they're so overpriced. So that's my review tonight on Blantons Black Label. Takara edition. If you get a chance to pick one up, and they're not bad to have around, they'll be nice on a great hot day, especially in the summertime. But if you're looking for something that's really similar to the Blantons, it's probably not going to fulfill that or satisfy what you're looking for. So that's all I got for you tonight. I'm going to give you a quick review of the Blantons Black Label, so that way if you get an opportunity to pick it up and this is your thing, maybe you can, or maybe you can avoid it because it's not what you're looking for. And you don't get stuck paying overpriced for something that you're not going to be satisfied. Like, comment, subscribe if you've had this, and tell me your thoughts. Love to see the comments. Like to be able to hear back from how you guys have seen this. Until then, keep hunting.